What is going on, guys? Today we are going to talk about the 3 best mods or 3 first mods you should do to your BRZ, FRS, GT86, or just car in general. I mean, I'm gonna base this off of me and my personal experiences because of the car I drive is a BRZ. But I think this applies to any car if you guys want to get into modding or doing car stuff in general. We are literally filming next to the beach today because I'm trying to find new spots to record, so hopefully it doesn't get too windy for you guys. But the #1 mod I'm gonna say to do is tinting the car. Reason being, it makes any car look clean. And also, I like the added privacy, and when it's sunny, you know, it blocks out the sun. But I think it just makes a car look a lot cleaner. One thing I get all the time is how the hell do you even see out of the car since it's so dark? I think I have 15% tint on here. I didn't go quite 5 because that's a little too dark. But at night, at first, when you first get your car tinted, it is definitely a struggle seeing, and you have to learn how to drive with it. But after you learn it, it's just like driving regularly. I like having the tint, 1, because it adds privacy. 2, I think tint just makes any car look a lot cleaner and better in general. That's just my personal opinion, but I love the way tint looks on cars. And it's just awesome. In the winter, if you live in a cold state, it keeps your car warmer when you're getting in. And in the summer, it keeps your car cooler when you're getting in. So it has benefits, but overall, I just think the look of it looks really good. #2 definitely has to be an exhaust. It doesn't matter if it's super aggressive, if it's quiet, I just think an exhaust is necessary. This car, I really like how this exhaust looks because it adds a touch of aggression by sticking out like 2 inches. I think it looks really good, and you really can't beat the sound of it either. My car has a full-on muffler delete. You don't necessarily have to go that loud. You can go louder if you want a whole catback system that's more straight piped. You have options with exhaust. I think having any sort of added noise really helps you enjoy the car more, and it's gonna make it sound faster and more powerful. When I first got this exhaust, I thought it was super loud. Now that I'm used to it, I kind of want to go louder, but that's just me personally. But I think an exhaust really helps out, and it really makes you enjoy the car a lot more. It just adds another thing just to smile at. The car already looks good, but then you add that sort of aggression that it needs, and it just sounds even better. And I love the exhaust, but it's definitely my #2. So first, as soon as you get a car, I say just tint it, because tinting just makes the car look better. Any color looks good with tint. This black tint just looks good on cars. #2, we're gonna go exhaust. I'm going in the order that I actually did with this car, I'm pretty sure. I think I got the exhaust the second thing I did. And exhaust just adds that aggression that you need and adds sound that you want, and it just makes the car overall better. Lastly, lowering your car. I am not the lowest. I don't have the best fitment, mainly because of the wheels I have. But lowering your car added something that I never expected and just made the car overall feel way better. I have a full coilover system opposed to just springs. I've never just used springs before, but this made the car ride way better than it did. I think it looks better when it's lower. Yeah, every time you scrape, you definitely lose a bit of your soul, and it really hurts every single time, but you kind of get over it sometimes, not really. Overall, it just feels way better. You feel like you have way more control, and when you're hitting small bumps, it just feels way smoother. Lowering your car also adds that bit of aggression too. Now, I'm not the lowest, and I don't really want to be lower than I am now. Once I get my newer rims, there's a certain fitment that I'm looking for because it just looks aggressive and it looks good, and that's what I'm going for. I don't know why I do this. I just notice I do that all the time. But lowering your car really makes it feel and handle a lot better. When I first lowered it, I was a little bit nervous because I don't think I've actually ever been in a lowered car before until this car, and that's what made me nervous. But driving it around, it just handles better. Your steering gets tighter, and the bumps it just feels better than stock. I've never used lowering springs. Obviously, it's the first car I've ever lowered, but I don't advise using them with this car personally because the top hats are really hard to get off, and I couldn't imagine putting them back on will be any easier either. I use the stock top hats for the coilovers I have now. Again, I don't really recommend that because getting new ones would definitely would have made this job literally 4 hours faster than it was. But overall, lowering your car was amazing, and I suggest doing it. The sad thing about being in Florida is I think people don't care about cars here. And I noticed another scratch on my car it's not as deep as the door. The door looked intentional. This doesn't look intentional, but it looks like someone either bumped into my car or leaned something against it and it scratched the hell out of my bumper. And I'm like, Florida doesn't like me. That doesn't look clean. Take very good care of my paint, so like in pictures you guys definitely won't be able to notice it because my glossiness was kind of take care of it, but sitting here I can notice it. And something I've noticed about Japanese cars is that their clear coat is really weak and it's really thin, so any scratch is going to show up and it's past clear coat almost every single time you have a small scratch. I'm probably going to consider getting my car repainted kind of soon because of all these scratches, and I would kind of want thicker clear coat. It's going to be a bit expensive and I have a really good plan for it. So hopefully, if things line up right, I will be getting my car repainted. I definitely want to keep it black because I love the black car, but I have some things I want to do for the car to make it look better. But yeah, I've noticed that a lot, that the clear coat is really weak. I'm not sure if it's all Japanese, if it's all cars in general, but Japanese cars, I've heard a lot about it, and it's stuff that is just happening and I'm upset about it, but I can't really be too upset about it at the same time. Accidents happen. I just wish people were more careful. Luckily, most of it is actually in the clear coat because if you do the water test, it kind of covers it up mostly. So if I wash it really good, I think a lot of it's actually gonna go away. But it's still unfortunate that people aren't careful about other people's belongings and they scratch your car. Yeah, most of this is clear coat, but still, I just don't understand how people can be so rude, lean things against your car and scratch like that. It's sad. Being a car person is like great and horrible at the same time because I see a small scratch and to me it's the biggest thing in the world. People will walk by this car and not even notice that there's a little scratch on it. They won't even notice the door thing. But to me, this is my baby and it bothers me personally. And all you other car people can definitely relate to that. But man, like people just don't have respect for other people's belongings at all. I didn't have my normal camera set up today, so my slow-mo shots were probably a little bit sloppy today. But you know, it happens because I wanted to use a tripod, and usually I don't tripod when I do my slow-mo shots. But hopefully you guys take away something from this. Now, again, this is a personal opinion. Most videos I produce, I feel like, are personal opinions. There's no 3 best mods you should do first. In my opinion though, as soon as you get a car, tint it. Exhaust, lower it. That's my personal thing on it. You guys can do whatever you guys want to do. I don't want you guys to like hate yourselves because you guys follow what I said, but that's what I like to do the most. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys take away something from it. So comment, like, subscribe, do all the fun shit. Keep doing you guys, and peace out. Peace.